Hey there, LCM family. It's your girl Leasia from Life Changing Mission. I am here with our weekly LCM read video, and I must say that I am tired. This move has been draining me. I haven't been able to do my other LCM challenges like I would like, but the plan is to get back on task as soon as I get settled. Yes, so we are wrapping up our book of 13 things mentally strong people don't do. We are officially on chapter 12, so we have one more next week. And today's topic is really interesting. It's all about people that feel as though the world owes them. And I hope you're not one of them, but I'm sure everyone knows somebody that feels like the world owes them something, which is not the case. So let's see if you're that guy. Do you think that you perform better than average at most tasks? Are you more likely to talk your way out of problems rather than accepting the consequences? Do you believe that you were born to be successful? Do you think your self-worth is tied to your material wealth? Do you believe that you deserve to be happy? And do you think that you've dealt with your share of problems in life and it's time for good things to happen? Well, if you feel any of that, it is highly likely that you're one of those people that walks around as though the earth or the world owes you something. Newsflash, the world owes you nothing. So why do some people feel like the world owes them something? Well, a lot of it is tied to the way people are raised, and being that self-esteem is so highly emphasized in the parenting world and how we're supposed to motivate our children, and which you should, but remember that it's all about balance. So when you've been raised by a parent that hyper focused on developing your self-esteem and has gone a little overboard, then you end up feeling too empowered almost, and now you feel entitled to so many things. Another reason that people might feel this way is that they're overindulgent parenting. Parents were overindulging them by giving them things all the time, not making them accept responsibility for their behaviors. So what ends up happening is, as an adult, you feel like you are entitled to those privileges. Another reason is social media. Social media definitely misleads our society sometimes and fuels certain beliefs that are about self-importance and self-care. So it's like they boost you up in a way, which is good if you know yourself and you're not taking it in too much, if that makes sense. So there's a big problem with having a sense of entitlement. It can cause damage to a lot of relationships with others, and it's just not the way you want to be, because people will label you as asshole or spoiled or whatever the terminology is out there. But if you feel like you deserve to be cared for and treated well, and if that's your demand, I mean, yes, you are supposed to be treated well, but you have to be able to reciprocate that. And if you constantly feel like you deserve that and that's what you need, but you're not thinking about the other person in the situation, you become entitled, and it can turn into a situation where you're not liked, or which shouldn't matter if you're liked, but if you want to maintain relationships, this type of mentality can definitely get in the way. So the solution is to get over yourself. Simple as that. Get over yourself, because in order for you to get over this hump, you need to realize it's not just about you. So step one, as always, is to become self-aware and even accept that you have this sense of entitlement and that you are walking around with this type of mentality. So once you accept it and become aware of it, now you can work on it, right? So here's some subtle thoughts that you might have that the book laid out that could indicate that you're feeling like the world owes you. You may say, I deserve better than this. I'm not following that law because it's stupid. I'm more valuable than this. I was meant to be successful. Good things will come my way. There's always been something really special about me. Now, there's a very thin line between having that confidence within and having this sense of entitlement. So you really want to pay attention to, where is this coming from? Like, where in your heart is these thoughts coming from? And really analyze yourself and ask yourself questions like, am I justified in these thoughts, or am I considering other people, like in the way that you're going about it? So that's just something to think about. Most people who feel a sense of entitlement lack self-awareness. So that's already an indication. They think everyone else perceives them the same way they perceive themselves. So it's interesting to know that the way you view yourself may not be the way another person views yourself, right? So now you have to keep these truths in mind. Life isn't meant to be fair, okay? Sometimes things are not going to go your way, and it's okay. It happens. Your problems are not unique. Other people are out there dealing with the same, if not worse, issues. Keep those things in mind. You have choices in how you respond to disappointments. So even if you can't change the situation, you can choose how you want to respond. You are not more deserving than anyone else in this world. Okay? There is nothing about you that makes you better than another person. Keep that in mind. So what you should do is focus on giving and not taking. If you can put your focus on giving back, that will help you get out of your sense of entitlement. Because that way, you will put things in perspective from another person's view versus constantly trying to please yourself and thinking that you should be getting whatever blessings you want or whatever. The blessings will come. If your focus is right, the blessings will come. Behave like a team player. Focus on your efforts and not your importance. Accept criticism gracefully. Acknowledge your flaws and weaknesses, and stop and think about how other people feel. Don't keep score. Don't help someone and expect the same. Like, sometimes it's not going to work like that. And you never know what someone else is going through. Have you asked? Are you assuming? You know? So definitely be humble when you're walking through the earth. Like, be grateful and blessed for all the things that you have. And even when you get in moments of like despair, just keep shifting your mind. I'm not gonna lie, I have been struggling with this transition, but I can't help to say that I am so blessed. No matter what circumstances are coming, I'm still blessed. And having the LCM Gratitude Challenge has helped me so much in realizing all of the blessings that are around, even in times of discomfort. It's hard. And I often have to go in my mind and shift because my mind is going this way and I'm taking myself that way. And it's like I'm TikToking all day. But really battling that and being self-aware and pushing for my focus to be on the good thing, the more I practice, the easier it will get. It takes time though. So honestly, the chapter is very short and it's pretty short and sweet. Like, become aware of it if you have a sense of entitlement and start focusing on other things. This is what will be helpful. Develop healthy amounts of self-esteem. Healthy amounts. Recognize areas of your life where you believe you're superior. Focus on what you have to give rather than what you want to take. Give back to other people in need. And behave like a team player and think about other people's feelings. If you can do those things, your sense of entitlement will eventually deteriorate. What you should not do is become overconfident. Really be honest with yourself. Am I good at this? Do I understand this? Am I an expert? Do I need help with this? Really know yourself, know your strengths and weaknesses. Don't insist that you're better than most people at almost everything. That's a red flag if you're walking around thinking and saying that. Don't keep score about the things you deserve in life. Refuse to give others because you think you don't have what you deserve. I don't know. I don't know where my thoughts went with that, but definitely think about the things that you're doing in life. An example I would like to give is that my family had booked a cruise to the Bahamas, and it's early October. As you guys may know, the hurricane just hit Bahamas, and it's very unfortunate, and I've been praying for them. A part of me is like, Leasia, stop worrying about what's going to happen to your cruise. That should be the last thing on your mind. But I can't help but to think about, I did book this vacation that I've been looking forward to, and yes, I understand what's going on, but I want to know what's going to happen with that. So when I talked to Albert, we were talking about, well, we may not go, they may not offer the cruise to go there, and that's fine if that happened. I understand. But if they do, because I know cruise lines tend to make it happen because they want the tourists to go there and spend their money. And then I thought about it. It makes sense. Why would I not go when there are people in need? And we are in a financial bind with us just having bought another house and everything. So we have been trying to catch up. And so by next month, we probably still won't be caught up. But I told Albert, this is a time where me and you and the family can be humbled and go serve that community. I don't know in what capacity. I don't know what it's gonna be like, but if I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go with the heart of giving. I don't feel like anyone owes me an experience there. Look what they've just been through. So I will definitely go with whatever resources I may have at the time, and I just want to give back. I want to pray for those people. I want to help in any way I can, but still, making it a trip with my family, a memorable trip. So you see how you can shift your focus. At first it was like, oh, I'm taking this vacation, I'm gonna have a good time, and now my mind is like, well, wait, maybe I can give. Maybe I can give in this time. So I just wanted to share that because it kind of reminded me of it when I was reading this, that people walk around being entitled to vacations and all of this stuff that we strive for, but at the end of the day, we're not entitled to any of that. If we get it, what a blessing. Show gratitude. But things don't always work out exactly how you want it to. So what you have to do in those moments is just look at it differently. Change the perspective, I don't know. I don't even know if that was relevant, so I don't, just share your thoughts. Tell me about your stories. Again, we have one more chapter left in this book, and I hope that this has been helping you. It's definitely been coming in handy for me. Feel free to go and look at the other videos and share your favorite one, or favorite lesson rather, or topic, and what has helped you the most as we have embarked on our first LCM Read series. I'm really blessed, guys, and although I haven't been in the best mental place in the last weeks or so because of my transitions and life changes, I am really trying to continue to express gratitude when I can. It's been tough, but I'm really fighting. I'm really fighting to keep my mind on positivity. And I hope that you're doing the same. I hope that you have a great weekend. I hope that you continue to push through all of the struggles, anything that you're going through, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. Trust me. Just keep pushing. A life-changing mission, baby. Bye, guys. See you next week.